Hey folks, my name is Tatiana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Ethereal Entertainer. Today I will be doing some astrological tarot readings for the month of December of 2022. Let's see how we're going to finish out the year. Let's see what we've got in store for this holiday season. So I'm going to be featuring this Modern Witch Tarot deck. Absolutely infatuated with this deck. It's available on Amazon if you feel drawn to this one. I will also be pulling a bonus oracle card for each astrological sign. This is the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Super fond of this deck as well. I hope that you get as much enjoyment out of it as I do. I love the depictions in this deck. It is fantastic and so beautiful because I love roses. One of my favorite flowers, hands down. So I also have some beautiful bracelets made by yours truly from my Etsy shop, The Ethereal Construct. We have beautiful yellow and opalite colored glass beads with the evil eyes. These are available now, so feel free to check that out if you're wanting to get some gifts for yourself or some folks that you love for this holiday season. But yeah, let's get started. Hey Taurus, so we're going to start with your sun card placement. We have the Ace of Cups. For your moon placement, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then for your rising card, we have the Six of Pentacles. And getting into your oracle card, we have the Grandmothers. All right, so let's explain what all this means. Okay, so getting into your sun card placement, Taurus, we have the Ace of Cups. This is a card of your cup is full and it's running over. And this is about an emotional type of situation here. So you may find yourself in a very positive emotional situation really soon, or maybe that's already happening. This could be a new friendship coming about or a relationship of some sort, or maybe you might find a passion for yourself or something that you've had a passion for before may spark again, or you may find a new passion, new talent that you discover about yourself, and you find it to be very gratifying, very satisfying for you. So the Ace of Cups card is saying that something really good, something very emotionally fulfilling is around the corner, and you are due for that emotional release, and not necessarily just release, but also reception. You're also going to be receiving as well. So you see the cup is flowing over and spilling out into what looks like the sea. So we're spilling into a realm of infinite love and gratification. So your cup is not running empty. Your cup is being generous, if that makes sense. So this is a card that this is good for you to actually lean into that. This isn't a card where you should feel apprehensive or worried at all. This is a card that's telling you absolutely, if you feel compelled, if you feel moved to, do something kind, do something that lights that fire within you, that feels passionate. The Ace of Cups card is saying go for it. This is definitely going to be really good for you. So moving on to the moon placement, Taurus, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So as you can see here, this man is cloaked with the pentacle on his head, the pentacle in his hands. He has the pentacle under his feet. So this is about finances and money and your relationship with finances and money. In the upright position, this has to do with, knowing how to hold on to what you have, whether it be knowing how to live within your means and knowing how to make it work, essentially. But when the Four of Pentacles is in this upside down position, it means that there is maybe some greed happening where you're holding on to your coins a little too tightly, and you may need to loosen up a little bit, or you might need to, it might be the adverse. It might be that you are being a little too loose with your coin and you need to be a little bit more reserved, a little bit more, not necessarily stingy, but just mindful of your relationship with money, how you're spending it. Where is it going? Are you really paying attention to your money? Are you really treating your money and your finances with respect? That's ultimately what this card is about, is when it's in an upside down position like this, it's take a step back and evaluate. Are you treating your money, are you treating your finances with respect? Do you have a healthy relationship with your money? Whether it be you're spending too much or you're being a penny pincher, Do your circumstances really call for that? Can you afford to be splurging? Can you afford to loosen up and enjoy yourself a little? These are questions that only you can answer, essentially. But the Four of Pentacles in reverse is saying that it's time for you to take a look at that situation and to be honest with yourself about it, so those questions can be answered and your habits or your recent activities can be adjusted to be more healthy for you. Now, moving on to the rising placement for you, Taurus, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is really cool. You see that she's got the Six Pentacles above her. She has a gift. She has gifts in her hand, and she has these individuals who are ready to receive from her. This is a card about patronage, about giving, and about how good it can be to give. This is really cool because it comes around in the, December month, the season where people are showing a bit more gratitude, being more grateful, and being more generous. So the Six of Pentacles for you is saying, lean into your desire to be giving, because you're going to find that to be very gratifying for you. If, this is if you are not one of those individuals who tends to break their back for another individual and it leaves them destitute. This is not saying to do that. This is saying to see the good in giving. This is reminding you that it can be very good and very fulfilling to give to others in need, to help. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about money. The Pentacles does have to do with material resources, the earthly, materialistic things, but it doesn't have to necessarily be money. It could be your time. It could be your physical presence and support. Those are material things too. And those are things that have significant value. And if you're looking at this card and like, dude, I don't have any money to spend or to spare to give to someone else, it may not necessarily be about money. It may be about, you giving your time to, your local dog shelter. If you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, I've been feeling so much for all of these pets that don't have a home. Maybe this is the Six of Pentacles is coming up for you to show you that there are other ways to be giving, to be generous, rather than it being just handing a dollar over to another person. It doesn't have to necessarily be that type of transaction to be gratifying and to be significant. So, okay, Taurus, so now we're going to get into the oracle card I've pulled for y'all. It is the Grandmothers. I'm going to just go through the book and read through the description for you. It says, remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. The rose was here long before you and me, and long before humanity itself. She holds within her the rememberings of civilizations past, roots that reach back for millions of years and hold the codes of creation. They carry with them the songs of the ancient grandmothers of the earth. Can you hear their song? When this card appears in a spread, it's an invitation to reach all the way back, to go forward, to reach your roots deep, to soar high. The ancient grandmothers are calling for you to remember the wisdom of your ancestry. Long before colonialism severed so much that is sacred, before the rise and fall of empires and entire civilizations, all the way back to the origins of humanity, they're calling you to play your part in this time of healing. to heal and integrate what you've inherited in your ancestral line. It's not personal. These are changing, healing times that we came here for, to reconnect and reach all the way back to the original mother, and to see our role as the ancestors of those who are yet to come, to remain grounded and rooted in your life, so that no matter how rocky things get, you always know that you are home. Rose transmission. I reach my roots all the way down, all the way back to go forward. I call upon the sacred strength and support of my ancestors who did not forget to be with me now. I acknowledge the difficulties and what's coming up to be healed. And I do so for all who are yet to come. That's really cool. I actually really love that card. I hope you do too. But thank you so much for listening and for watching. I hope to see you back really soon, and I hope that December is great to you and that you have wonderful holidays. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can come back and see what the cards are for January. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.